Jimmy J. Did I already get one from you, son? I don't remember. No time to check. How do you think celebrities get away with so many crimes? Because they have money. If you have money, you can get away with anything. And I say anything because look at friggin' murderers. Look at OJ. He got out, you know. He clearly murdered that girl, right? Right? No, I'm just kidding. I every time someone brings up the OJ case, I just pick whatever side that they are not on, just for the sake of argument. But I'm going to come straight out and say it. I don't have a goddamn clue what even happened, aside from a white Bronco that he escaped in, which is a strange tidbit of information to keep. All right. Mess Cuddy. Pretty random question. What is your favorite movie or maybe a top 5? That is a very good question. To form a top 5, I feel like I'd have to take some time, and so give me a break if these aren't, necessarily in order. But one would be Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, just because it blew my mind. It was the first movie I watched where the war scene, the big battle scene, didn't have a bunch of cuts and just crazy jumps and just way too much action. It was actually a battle scene where it would have long continuous shots of like the horses stampeding through the orcs and just cool shit like that, and the trolls getting lit up by arrows and then slamming that big battering ram into the gate and running through. And that just blew my mind. I thought that was so cool. Another good movie, let me think. Man, this is really, really more difficult than I thought. I'd have to say Gladiator, for one, just because I really like Russell Crowe's performance in that, and Joaquin Phoenix's, because I just loved to hate him in that movie, and I just got a strong, just a little bit of a boost inside me when I saw him get owned at the very end and stabbed, and especially a little bit more when I saw that all of the Romans hated him too, and they were all kind of like tentatively happy about it. So, Return of the King, Gladiator, I want to think of a good movie from my childhood. Oh, Bug's Life. Man, Bug's Life, I remember. All right, good story. I guess, I don't know what year A Bug's Life came out. I could actually just look that up right now because the internet is a wonderful and magical thing. Bug's Life came out in 1998, so I was like 8 years old when that movie came out, and I remember going to see it at this little theater down in Cape Girardeau, because that's where my grandparents live, and so myself, my younger brother, and my grandma and my mom were all waiting in line outside of the theater to get into A Bug's Life, and this wasn't a line like 10, 15, maybe 20 people like would normally be at a movie theater. This was a line that extended almost around the parking lot. There were hundreds of people there. Every single showing was for Bug's Life. Like every single kid in the world that day had a freaking conniption. It was like, Mom, take me to A Bug's Life, please! Just because like everybody wanted to see it. And so I still remember, we waited in the whole line. It took about 45 minutes. We had to get there super early before the movie. And as soon as we stepped up to get our tickets, the lady was like, I'm sorry, we're sold out of Bug's Life tickets. And I felt like she had just taken out a gun and shot my dreams right in its nutsack. That's how I felt in that moment. I almost wanted to be like to jump through that bulletproof glass, which, sounds unreasonable, but a lot of power can come out of an 8-year-old when they're deprived of Bug's Life. Just leap through there and murder her and then sprint in and hide until they came and arrested me and took me to juvie, so at least I could see a few beautiful glimpses of A Bug's Life. So that was a good Bug's Life story for me. I enjoyed not being able to see it, even though I waited like an hour. Next question. Foxhound 5558. Would you rather have a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion? Oh, definitely a zombie apocalypse. Because if an alien civilization had the capacity to make it here to us, we don't have a chance. We have no way to fight back. Like, imagine that. If they have the capacity for interstellar travel, then they're going to look at us the same way we look at a gopher. Like, they're going to look at us like, oh, that's so cute. Look at them living in their little huts. Oh, that's adorable. All right, kill them. And when they killed us, they wouldn't even think it was like a bad thing. They would think it was like when you swat a mosquito on your arm, you don't think, oh my God, I bet he had kids. You think like, that's a mosquito. Who cares? Its life is inconsequential. There are tons of them. That's what they would do to us. Whereas with a zombie apocalypse, that problem would solve itself. Like 2 weeks into the zombie apocalypse, it would smell like shit, because so many bloated, rotten corpses would be in the street, but at least it would end. Like, there's no way that just dead bodies are just going to survive and just stave off rotting for that long. So at the very least, I think I would just kind of hole up in my apartment, head on down to Dick's Sporting Goods, pick up a shotgun, and just watch Netflix and order pizza. You know, I think that would be the best way to survive that. I really don't think it'd be too difficult, because like, it's not like you're going to get outsmarted by a zombie. Like, I live on a second floor apartment. They're not going to catch me. Like, what are they going to do? Climb the wall? No, hell no. They don't even know what to do. All right. OMGX Chocolate 3. Oh, wait. OMGX Chocolate. The 3 is an E. If you could bring one gun from Black Ops to Black Ops 2, what gun would it be? I know you want me to talk about multiplayer, but I'm not going to answer the multiplayer one because I don't really give a shit. I'm going to talk about zombies. They had better bring back the Scavenger sniper rifle, because that is the most fun that I have ever had with a special weapon. Like, it's not the best one by any means. Obviously, it's more effective to have the Thunder Gun, but it's so much fun. It's just aesthetically pleasing to look at. The upgraded version looks cool. It blows them up in like a cool, like purple, like magician smoke, which, hell, it doesn't make sense, but who cares? You're playing zombies. Nobody has to ask questions. George Romero is like 11 feet tall in that game. Nobody gives a shit. So I'm going to say the Scavenger. So Treyarch, if anyone from Treyarch is listening, please do me a personal favor and put the Scavenger in Black Ops 2 Zombies. Or in Black Ops 2 multiplayer, you know, just to throw a complete wrench into the works. All right. Bold X Fresh. Talk about what you think the meaning of life is. Man, now that is a big question to ask on Twitter. Meaning of life, I don't think there is an objective meaning of life. I think everyone makes their own meaning. You know, I have no reason to tell people what they should live for, what they shouldn't live for. Obviously, if someone says that their meaning of life is to kill everyone with brown hair, that's going to impact me because I have brown hair, and I clearly don't want them to allow that goal to come to fruition. So in that case, I could tell them, yeah, that's retarded. But as long as they're not hurting me or anyone else or negatively impacting society, I really don't care what people's life goals are. I don't know what my meaning of life is yet. It's amorphous. It changes depending on how I'm feeling at the moment, you know. And as far as like people who think there is an objective meaning to life, I think that's kind of insulting almost, because it's like telling someone else that you know reality so well that you can dictate their course of action to them. And to me, that just reeks of a phenomenal kind of arrogance that doesn't ever seem to hit the people who say these things. Because, I mean, in their minds, they're like, hey, I'm just telling this person the truth. But in my mind, I'm like, hey, how about you keep your warped version of reality that you deem the truth out of my face? Because I'm a perfectly cognizant adult who can think of his own, you know, worldly incentives, so to speak. All right. Max Elmer, would you rather own a cat or a dog? Oh my God, I would rather own a dog. I can't have any pets at my apartment right now, just because that's part of the contract that I signed with the people here. I don't really know why they care so much. But honestly, I wouldn't have a pet right now anyway, just because I'm a college student, and it would be really mean of me, I think, to have a dog or a cat that had to spend so much time here alone when I was out and about and doing things. So when I do get out of school, though, and I have the opportunity to get a dog or a cat, I'm going to get a dog, because dogs are awesome. Cats, they don't like you. You can argue with me and you can tell me that your cat likes you specifically, but I'm telling you 100% you are mistaken. You are mistaken, sir. Your cat does not like you at all. Cats do not like you. They are solitary, they are mean, and all of this comes from an experience I had with my only cat ever named Zoe. And we got Zoe from like I think it was just Petco, actually. We just went and bought Zoe a little tabby cat. I guess I was like, I don't know, 11 years old at the time, and we brought him back to my house, and my dad didn't even know we were getting a cat, and my mom went out and bought a cat with us, and we were like, oh, can we keep it? Can we keep it? And he was like, whatever, if you want to take care of it, you can keep it. And about 2 minutes after we got it back, it ran off and hid for 2 days. 2 days! It just hid. We were like, didn't we get a cat? And we're like, yeah, we did buy a cat. And it's like, Jesus, where the hell is the cat? Where is it? And so we had to search around, look for this cat. We got it out of the unfinished area of our house eventually. It wasn't 2 days, honestly. It was probably like 16 hours. We didn't see it. And then as soon as we got it out from behind there, we took it upstairs and started playing with it. And then she got up and ran behind the refrigerator and just hung out behind there and hid from us. So that was the beginnings of Zoe, and then there was a brief period where she got friendly and nice enough with guests and us, and then she just got ridiculous, and it got to the point that we couldn't walk down the stairs without this cat jumping and biting and clawing at your ankles for no reason. Like, I'd be like walking down the stairs to go to school in the morning, wouldn't even see the cat, and I just walk by, and it would just and then just start scratching my legs up. And I'd be like, what the hell, Zoe? Didn't do shit to you. So that cat was a bitch, didn't care for it, and it's kind of poisoned me against cats for life. All right. That's actually a lot more time. I didn't really check how long I'd been going, but I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a long session of Q&As. Please do me a favor and rate the video if you enjoyed. If not, to each their own. Not that big of a deal. But anyway, I love you, and see you later.